That's the indication to the drivers. Next time by, we'll get the green flag and go racing. Scott Smith trying to bring it up alongside Brian Smith. No relation, by the way, between those two. Scott Smith, the Terminal Maintenance and Construction Chevrolet. It's the number 7, Brian Smith, in the Riders Wash and Dry. Number 7 out of Gainesville. Ricky Turner, the Williams Brothers Lumber Company Ford from Dawsonville, Georgia. Twice the champion of the Southern All-Stars. Alongside Joe Click from Flowery Branch. Here comes the green flag. We're underway. Up front is the 17 of Scott Smith. Brian Smith runs in second spot. Ricky Turner is in third. Michael Lance in the 04 now in fourth with the 23 of Jeremy Rice in fifth. Joe Click runs in sixth position. The 81 of Jerry Glanville behind the Lane Morrow Dodge. Lane having problems with that car. The handling has gone away on it already. He's behind the Brendan Copeland, number 77. Jerry Glanville in the 81 and Lane Morrow in the 25 get together in turn number 1. Down pit road to the attention of his crew. Scott Smith in the 17 is your leader, followed by Brian Smith in the 7. Ricky Turner in the 28. He's got the 04 that is, of Michael Lance behind him in fourth, rounding out the top 5. Jeremy Rice in the 23. The Mid-South Cage Equipment Chevrolet. Braden Copeland in the number 77 from Knoxville, Tennessee, visiting with us tonight, 77 car. He's followed by Coach Glanville in the 80. Ready to watch him go once again. Here they come off four. Scott Smith puts it to the floor, and we're underway. Brian Smith in the 7 working on the back bumper of Scott Smith as they head to turn number 3. Ricky Turner is there. He's got Michael Lance in the 04 along with him as they come off turn 4. All alone in fifth spot, the number 23 of Jeremy Rice. Tony Ponkauskas now clears Jerry Glanville as they head off turn number 2. Look at Kevin Perry on a rail down on the low side of the racetrack. Perry trying to pick up 3 spots in the back straightaway. Here comes Perry down underneath Glanville as they work off turn number 4. Meanwhile, up front, Scott Smith still your leader. Brian Smith in second spot. Glanville almost in the wall on the front straightaway. There's the 28 of Ricky Turner holding in third spot with the 04 of Michael Lance in fourth. The 23 of Jeremy Rice, your 5th place car, all alone now in that 5th place spot. gain some area on the racetrack, but he's got the 0-4 of Michael Lance closing in on him as they work their way by the front straightaway. 12 laps complete out of 50 for the super late models. Jeremy Rice still all alone in 5th position, but right now, Copeland trying to see if he can hold off the 89 of Tony Pankowskis. Pankowskis trying to take that spot away. The two Tennessee drivers battling it out off turn number 2. Up front, it's still Scott Smith. Trouble on the back straightaway. Pankowskis spins coming off turn 2. The 89 car of Pankowskis down 28 of Ricky Turner, the 0-4 of Michael Lance, and the number 23 of Jeremy Rice. Those are the top 5 cars. Jerry Glanville making a quick trip down pit road. His car has been slipping the last few laps, and his crew goes to work to check out some problems underneath the 81, the Ford, the uniforms 911 Ford of Coach Jerry Glanville. Fly will get things going once again for the super late models here, the first Saturday night of each month. Tonight, of course, being Friday here on July 4th, but we'll be back to regular Saturday night racing 2 weeks from tomorrow night. Here comes Brian Smith looking down to the inside of Scott Smith off turn number 4. It's still Smith in the lead as they cross the line. Brian Smith trying to get ahead of Scott Smith. Scott Smith still your leader as they work off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Now Scott Smith pulls away by 2 car lengths as Jerry Glanville takes the loose 81 back to the attention of his crew. The 28 of Ricky Turner is in 3rd, followed by the 0-4 of Michael Lance. Scott Smith trying to pull away now as Ricky Turner works up on the back of Brian Smith's number 7. Turner starting to close the gap between 3rd and 2nd position. Meanwhile, Kevin Perry working on the 77 of Braden Copeland. Here comes Ricky Turner down to the inside. Turner trying to make it underneath Brian Smith. Turner out of Dawsonville, Brian Smith out of Gainesville, and he's not going to do it that lap by as Brian Smith regains 2nd spot completely. Turner once again going to try underneath as they come off turn number 2. Turner's got a run going on Smith, but Smith gets the grip on the racetrack and holds on to 2nd spot. Michael Lance in the 0-4. He's got pressure from Jeremy Rice in the 23 as they come off 4. Battle side by side as the 85 of Kevin Perry still tries to get by the 77 car of Braden Copeland. It's Copeland going high in turn number 1. Kevin Perry slides underneath. Now Joe Click in the 20 going to do the same thing. Ricky Turner trying to close in on the 7 of Brian Smith. Smith's car goes wide. Turner once again trying to get underneath. Cannot do it as Smith comes back down the racetrack and shuts the door on him. Once again, here goes Turner. Turner this time has the run off turn number 4. It's still going to be Smith at the line, but Turner has that preferred inside line as they work down into turn number 2. Ricky Turner trying to keep the green fender off the blue quarter panel of Brian Smith as they head off turn 2. Michael Lance trying to hold off the 23 of Jeremy Rice in turn number 3. Here comes Turner once again battling down low. Ricky Turner still to the inside of Brian Smith. Smith holding strong, midway of the back straightaway. It's still Smith with the advantage. The 28 of Turner down to the inside of the racetrack. Smith washes up. Turner cannot get a run off 4 to try to beat him. Smith at the line by a car length ahead of Ricky Turner. Now Turner once again with the advantage. This time Brian Smith with his foot back in the gas. This time Turner has the advantage about 6 inches over Smith midway of the back straightaway. Coming down the front straightaway, it's going to be Smith still at the line by a 1.5 feet over Ricky Turner. Turner now makes a little contact with Smith as they head off. Troubles, caution is on the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack, Tony Punkauskas. Now let's watch him go. Scott Smith, Brian Smith, Ricky Turner, Michael Lance, Jeremy Rice, and the rest of the field go back to green. Brian Smith with the 7. Check that. That's Scott Smith with the 7 of Brian Smith right behind him. Michael Lance now charging on the 28 of Ricky Turner, and Brian Smith has tried to get right up on the back bumper of the 17 of Scott Smith, working their way down turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Eric Wallace brings the 22 car into the pits. Once again, Brian Smith trying to loosen up Scott Smith coming off 4. Michael Lance working on Ricky Turner as they head into turn 1. And this time it's Brian Smith going after Scott Smith. The last green flag session, it was Ricky Turner trying to get the best of Brian Smith. This time the tide is turned as Ricky Turner is trying to hold off the 04 of Michael Lance. Turner in the 28 now catches Brian Smith once again down the back straightaway. It's Turner on the back bumper of Smith heading into turn number 3. Scott Smith trying to stay ahead of this field. Smith comes off 4 with a 4-car length lead over Brian Smith. Ricky Turner is there on Smith's bumper, and now Jeremy Rice in the 23 has caught Michael Lance in the 04. Rice looks underneath, can't make the move as Lance continues to hold on to 4th position. Ricky Turner in 3rd spot, a car length and a half behind the 7 of Brian Smith. Jeremy Rice gets a fender down underneath the quarter panel of Michael Lance, cannot make the move. Ricky Turner, meanwhile, comes up to the inside of the 7 car of Brian Smith. It's Turner looking down underneath Smith once again, coming off 4. Smith's car gets loose. Turner can't do anything about it. Still, Brian Smith holding on to 2nd. Jeremy Rice this time underneath the 04 of Michael Lance. Lance goes up the racetrack. Here comes Rice into 4th position. It's going to be him moving up to 4th. Here comes Ricky Turner trying to make the move into 2nd spot. Brian Smith holds him down low. Turner cannot get the horsepower off turn 4. Brian Smith still holding on to 2nd. Brian Smith going up the racetrack just a little. That may give Ricky Turner the run he needs going into turn 1 to make the move. He's still holding him down on the racetrack. Ricky Turner cannot free that car up to turn it down the back straightaway. So Scott Smith now starting to pull away a little more on that race between Brian Smith in the 7 and the 28 of Ricky Turner. Here comes Jeremy Rice up into that battle as well. In the 23, Rice now in 4th position, trying to see what he can do with Ricky Turner in the 28. Turner still working on the 7 car of Brian Smith down the back straightaway. This time Turner with the advantage midpoint of the back chute. Can he hold on to that? Can he make it into 2nd spot? Here he comes into 2nd. Brian Smith having trouble with the handling. Jeremy Rice goes to 3rd in the 23. Brian Smith all the way back to 4th in the 7 machine. And Michael Lance in the 04 now rounds out the top 5. 38 laps complete this time by as the 17 of Scott Smith crosses the line. Michael Lance makes the move on the 7 of Brian Smith. The battle for 4th position as Michael Lance tries to take it away. Brian Smith likes that high side, keeps Michael Lance pinned down low. It's still Brian Smith at the line. To go this time by for all the drivers as they work their way off turn number 4. Your leader is Scott Smith in the 17. Heading down the back straightaway, Ricky Turner in 3rd with the 23 of Jeremy Rice in 4th. Brian Smith in 5th, trying to chase him down. The 04 of Michael Lance. Brian Smith, your leader, as they work this time across the line. Scott Smith, check that. Scott Smith, your leader in the 17 with the 28 of Ricky Turner, trying to chase him down here with 2 laps to go. Brian Smith gave you some fits there, and then Ricky Turner was trying to work up on you too. But you came home the victor tonight. Big race.
Yeah, the guys got the car perfect. I mean, it doesn't happen like this much. And, you know, this is 2 weeks in a row. We South Alabama Speedway last weekend. Sat on the pole there and had a really good run and come up 1 position short. So it's good to come back home and solidify it.
Well, he's at victory lane tonight. Terminal maintenance and construction number 17. Scott Smith out of Loganville takes home the big money and the big trophy tonight here at Peach State. We'll be back on July 19th, Saturday night. Mark your calendar.